Hello everyone. You know that I love to bring warm and fuzzy love from my guides, the beloveds, and from the universe, and nurturing, supportive, cheerleading energy. And today we're going to go a little more gritty and intense and deep. So just wanted to give you a little heads up, just saying, okay? Because my guides woke me up very early this morning with something that felt very, very important to bring forward. So here we go. How fun is this? And I want you to see it from the power of light. The power of light is wanting to come in. There is more light now than there ever has been, and it is rushing to come in at this time. Between the eclipses, lunar, solar eclipses, at this time of 2017, there is so much wanting to come in of the power of light. And that is the focus. And so it's bumping up against our old patterns in relationship to power. Not to light, but to power. So, all right then. Let's see if I can come through now the way it came through to me then. Okay. So there's a lot of mistrust in the human heart. Correct? A lot of mistrust. You may say, oh no, I'm a very trusting person. I'm a very trusting person. But deep down, I want us to touch in so we can unearth it, bring the power of light in to replace these old patterns. There's a lot of mistrust. We know of systems, more systems, okay? Mistrust of male energy. Masculine energy, not true masculine energy, but the kind that misuses power. And boy, are we up in arms about that right now. Yes, sirree. It's all good. It's all good, okay? And we will burn out if we use our power to go up against anger, hate. I hate that. That doesn't work for me. If we keep that momentum going for much longer, okay? It's fine to say that doesn't work for me. I don't trust that energy that's not love, that's not light. I get it. I hear you. And there's a huge pattern within men and women. I'm going to talk specifically right now for the pattern within women, then we'll go to the male side of things, that doesn't trust male energy. Okay? Why is that? Well, historically, let's look at the fact that for most women, until the last 50 years, women were dependent on men for their mere survival, basically. Okay? The men worked, the women took care of home. It's just the way it was set up. Was it appropriate? Doesn't matter anymore. Are you saying now, well, boy, oh boy, I'm a feminist. I don't believe in any of that. I am independent. I do my own thing. I don't depend on a man at all anymore. I'm talking about historical context, deep subconscious, soul level beliefs, challenges, wounds that we have around power that need to be unearthed. Okay? Released to make room for more of the power of light coming in to move us forward, because movement forward relates to masculine energy. Not without the feminine, absolutely, and this is absolutely a time for feminine energy to come in, but we have to have the balance inside where our feminine nature is moving forward because the masculine and feminine are in union. Is that a cute little graphic or what? Okay, so back to the story. A lot of mistrust of men. And we all know, guaranteed, in at least one of our past lives, if not this life, we've been intimidated by physical, masculine energy, and it could be from a female boss, okay, that bullied or went to the point of abuse, physical abuse, rape, pillage, you name it, that used physical or power force of masculine bullying to override the feminine. Okay? We've all had that experience. What we have done in those moments in time relate to how we feel about that kind of misuse of power. Okay? If we went dormant, invisible, shut down, there's nothing I can do about this. Now, as a child, obviously the feeling is there's nothing I can do about this. My uncle, blah, 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 or whatever it is for you, okay? And yet I believe that often, if that kind of child abuse has happened, that child came into life with that pattern already of believing there's nothing you can do. Men, people of authority, etc., have power over me, and I can't talk to anybody about it. I can't do anything about it. Okay? It is not blind innocence for a child. They have come with a pattern. Okay. So, we all have some of these patterns in us. And if something happens where we are being dishonored, correct? It's because we aren't honoring ourselves in that moment. Does that mean kicking and screaming? Maybe. Does it mean that doesn't work for me? Maybe. Whatever it is, I know we can all say, wow, we have felt this pattern of just going numb, dumb, invisible, nothing I can do about it, as a first responder to misuse of power. How do we change that? Okay? That's what we're working with now. Now, in the election in the United States, there were a lot of women, we hear, that voted for who I call Mr. T or Donnie, okay? And many people were just shocked at that, because it's like, how could they possibly have done that? Fun how the light just went on the recording. It just, boom, okay, it's going to flicker for a moment. And we went, oh my God, how could they possibly do that after everything he said, after everything he's done? And they're still going, oh yeah, we still want him to be the man in power. This relates to that pattern of bondage in women where they feel they need to have a man be able to make their life work. Okay? So it's not that completely foreign. It's shocking, but it's like this is how we have lived forever, and these people are still living that way. Okay? Now, for you, it's important to look at where in my life do I not honor myself first and foremost, not with a fist fight of damn you, men, okay? I honor myself so that the men can honor you in your life. The male energy can honor you. Masculine energy can honor you and your heart from the inside out, which is the key to it, so you can move forward feeling honored to move into this world with your gifts and what you have to bring. Okay? This pattern of bondage we all hold. Teeny bit or massive amounts. That is what I want you to look at, peer into, get curious about. Where do I feel in bondage? That if I don't take care of the men in my life, first and foremost, husband, boss, son, in lieu of honoring myself, where do I do that? Where do I still do that? Because I feel in a little pattern of bondage nature about my survival and my ability to create in the world. I can't create in the world without their approval, their support, their financial, whatever it is. What you really want to look at is, I can't move forward in life without my masculine side utterly honoring what is vital to my heart and soul. I can't do that. And every time I go into shutdown, invisible, bondage, overwhelm, from feeling unconsciously that I'm having to fight against something all the time that I don't understand I'm fighting against, that is because you are trapped and this part of you is having to be squelched. Okay? I want you to have that part of you in full regalia, like the year of the rooster, in full plumage. Okay? Moving forward. Now, we've seen lots of that in women's marches, in the we will persist, we will resist. First it was resist, and then it was persist. Women are coming forward and saying, hold your horses, please. Okay? The feminine has something to say here, and it needs to be honored. That can't happen unless we do it internally for ourselves first. Now, on the flip side, there's also the dishonoring of the feminine energy that's happening, correct? And you could say, well, yeah, I'd bring myself forward more if I felt that what I have to bring, my intuitive perception, my gifts, my heart, what I love, my passion, I'd bring it forward if I felt it was going to be supported in this world. Okay? Not so fast. Okay? You have to feel from the inside out what you have to bring is powerful, real, and true, regardless of the so-called glass ceiling that has been built in this world against feminine leadership and feminine power. Okay? You are the ones we've been waiting for that will say in your heart and soul, I will take care of myself, I will honor my needs, and I will ask for those needs to be met. Like last week, we were talking about the fact that you need to be able to say, what is it I need right now? Really get in touch with that and develop a sense of honoring that. What is it I need right now? And then be able to apply it around the people in your life that intimidate you or make you feel like you need to get small. How can you honor the power that you are and stop putting attention on the people out there that are screwed up and are messing up the nature of power in this world? Okay? They'll stop when we start. Right? Okay? They go low, we go high, we bring in the power of light all the time into those places in ourselves that have been caught in help me, or I feel helpless and powerless in the situation. Not anymore. The power of light in that body, especially these lower half of our body, says, yes, I can be honored and I will honor myself, and I can be the passionate, powerful, on fire woman or man that I am. Now, I said I'd address the men. This is where it comes in for the men. It's about not honoring the feminine in yourself or in the outer. Okay? Many of you do that are listening to this. I honor that completely. I know that. But just be aware of that. Your own ability to honor the feminine and not play the game of being dishonoring of either your feminine side or your masculine side. Okay? Great. So, for those of you who'd like to go deeper with this topic, because it is juicy, and you may think you've got it all together, but believe me, one of the reasons this came to me is because I've had to do some work in this area in the last while as well. When I get triggered by those beautiful creatures in the biggest reality show in the United States we've ever seen. Most of the time I laugh at it, but sometimes I'm like, unbelievable. Okay? So if you want to go deeper with this, March 7th for my Sacred Soul Circle time together, we will be going into this and really giving you a chance to feel the power of light moving in your body all the way down to that first and second chakra, giving you what you need to feel like you are the creator of all feminine energy for your life, and it is deeply honored. And if you have more questions about this topic and how it relates to that, we're also going to be doing that. Your questions will be welcome during that time, because I really want to go deep with all of this and turn this around. because it is so vital and so key to this time we are in. And this time we are in is hugely transformative. Hugely. Things are going fast, transforming very quickly. So take advantage of this time to unlock whatever it is that's keeping you from transforming your dynamic of relationship with power and the power of light at this time. I am so with you, with lots of warm and fuzzy, supportive love, and the light just turned on. How fun is that? I am with you. Much love with the power of light in all creation.